Have you ever looked at your dragon fruit plant and thought, wow, it's a giant, green, tangled monster, but where's the fruit? I've been there. I had a plant that grew like crazy, a beautiful mess of long green arms reaching for the sky, but every season, I'd only get a handful of fruits, if I was lucky. I was putting in all this work for a plant that was more decoration than production. That all changed when I learned one critical skill: proper pruning. Hi, I'm Lita, and today I'm going to cut through the confusion, literally. I'm going to show you my personal, proven strategy for pruning dragon fruit. This isn't just about making the plant look tidy. It's about telling your plant exactly where to put its energy.
That's
and trust
the sound
me, you
of
want that energy
disappointment.
going into making
It's the
big,
sound of paying
delicious
$5
dragon
for a
fruit,
tiny
not
bunch
a
of
jungle
basil.
of useless branches. The why, the most important pruning secret. Before we even pick up the shears, you have to understand this one thing. Your dragon fruit plant has a limited energy budget. If you let it grow wild, it will spend that energy on making dozens and dozens of long, weak, non-productive branches. But when you prune, you become the director. You tell the plant, stop wasting energy on all this extra stuff and focus everything you've got on developing strong, fruit-bearing branches. Pruning is how you turn a lazy plant into a fruit-producing machine. Step 1. The foundational prune, getting the shape right. This is the most important prune you will ever do, especially for a young plant. Your goal is to create a strong, single-stem trunk that leads to an umbrella canopy at the top of your trellis or support. Here's what I do. When the plant is young, I remove any and all side shoots that try to grow off the main stem as it climbs. I want all the plant's energy focused on one thing, reaching the top of that support. Once that main stem gets just above the top of the trellis, I snip the tip off. This is a signal to the plant. It says, okay, you're done going up, now it's time to branch out. From there, I let it send out new branches and I choose the best 3 or 4 to form the main umbrella structure. These will be the primary arms of your plant. Anything else that tries to grow from the main stem below, I cut it off. One strong trunk, one productive canopy. That's the foundation for everything. Step 2, the maintenance prune, the annual haircut. Once your plant has its shape, it's time for the regular haircut. I do my main pruning after the fruiting season is over, but I'll snip away problem branches anytime I see them. My rules are simple. I look for and remove 4 things. First, any branches growing downward or back towards the center of the plant. These branches won't get enough sun to produce fruit and they block airflow, which can lead to fungal problems. Get them out of there. Second, crowded branches. If I see 3 or more branches growing from the exact same spot, I use what I call the rule of 2. I pick the 2 strongest, healthiest looking branches, and I cut the third one off right at the base. Third, old, unproductive wood. Look at the branches that fruited last season. I'll explain more about this in a moment, but sometimes you need to remove the oldest, grayest looking sections to make way for new, vibrant green growth. Fourth, any thin, weak, or yellowing branches. These are just energy vampires. They're not strong enough to support fruit and are just draining resources from the rest of the plant. Snip, snip. I know it can feel brutal to cut off so much green growth, but trust me, you are helping your plant. This is tough love for a bigger harvest. Step 4, the post-harvest prune for maximum yield. This is the advanced tip that really separates a small harvest from a massive one. Listen closely. A dragon fruit branch will typically only produce fruit once in its life. After a branch has given you fruit, its main job is done. It will then start to produce new branches from its sides. And it's those new second-generation branches that will give you your fruit next season. So, after I've harvested the fruit from a branch, I trace it back about a foot to a healthy-looking spot and I cut it. This forces the plant to pour its energy into creating fresh, new, vibrant green branches from that cut. Those new branches are what I call fruiting wood. More new wood means more flowers, which means more fruit. By cutting back the old, spent branches, you are literally telling the plant to make the exact branches that will carry next year's harvest. One final, non-negotiable rule. Before you make a single cut, clean your tools. I cannot stress this enough. I wipe my shears or loppers down with rubbing alcohol before I start and between plants. This prevents the spread of any potential bacteria or fungus. A clean cut on a healthy plant will heal quickly. A dirty cut can invite disease and ruin all your hard work. So, to recap, establish that single stem structure, give it a regular haircut to remove unproductive growth, and after harvesting, prune back the old branches to make way for the new. You're not just cutting branches, you're speaking the plant's language. You're directing its energy and setting the stage for an incredible, abundant harvest. I'd love to hear about your plants. What's the biggest challenge you're facing with your dragon fruit right now? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, a thumbs up is always appreciated, and be sure to subscribe for more tips to help you get the most out of your garden. Happy pruning!